Hello, let's do a bunch of daily word games. And the bonus games today will be the Xordle and the Fibble, which I like to do together. I'm going to start with twice in honor of Xordle. Wow, that was helpful. Okay, where do these CEs go? I kind of want to guess racer. Nah, that doubles up the R though. There's something better than that. How does that W get used? Thinking like crew, but we'd have to do like cruise. I don't think we can do anything else. And that's a plural. Is there anything like racer that I can do just to test like CER? Is lacer a word? Lacer is a word. L is a really good letter, so let's give that a try. Okay. Interesting result. Huh. The E was in the right place on the right word, and the C and R were in the right place on the left word. I think the right word's going to be an EW word, so... Could it be CREW? What would we start with? I don't... It almost feels like it has to be that, if not C something REW. C something... CR something EW, maybe? Weird. Or it could be WR, but then we'd have to end in C, and I don't like that. Alright, I don't think CREEW is a word, so I don't know if a double E there works. I am completely stumped on that. How about the left word? The E is probably here. COR? Decor? Decor is a good word. Decor was not correct. I was completely expecting decor to be correct. Recur. You know what? Guessing racer would have been very, very good in that case. Unfortunate. Okay, I have not found where the R goes. In fact, that didn't really help at all, did it? There's one R, I guess. CR something EW. I don't see how that works. If there's another vowel, it's a Y, or a double E. Could it be WR? Reek? Ryak? Cryu? What the heck is this word? Okay, let's think. Ecru. I'm tempted to guess creed just to like see if it is a CR word. I feel like I should be able to get this though. Okay, CR, what does that force? We know the E is here. The W, there's nothing that's CRWE, so it forces the W at the end. And then I just don't see what this is. Yeah, it just doesn't, it's not a word. This isn't a word. So it's not CR. Pretty sure of that. If R was second, the C, and it's not CR, C would be at the end, so it would be EC. And then RWEC makes no sense, so it would be WR something EC, which also makes no sense. Because reek isn't a word. And ryak isn't a word. So R is not second. So if R is not first, second, fourth, or fifth, R is in the middle. So it's RE. I want to put the W at the end. Could it be, the W can't go here, so it could be W something REC? Because the C is not going between the W and the R. Wyrek. Where? That doesn't make any sense. So I do think it's REW. Oh, my phone. Okay. Let me put that on silent. Crew. Oh, screw. Oh my gosh, that took way too long. That is a... I feel like I've had trouble with screw before. Maybe it was on stream? I don't remember. I don't remember what game it was, but I had trouble with screw at one point as well. That's a hard word to think of, for me, at least. But, I mean, I did well, technically. I think. It was sad when decor was wrong. I thought I was going to get that in 3. All right, well, we're starting the Quordle with recur screw. I guess it's a recurring theme that I can't get the word screw. Here's where I could guess creed, bottom right. Let's see if there's 2 E's in any of these words. Creed was correct. Wow, I was just a game early. None of these other words have 2 E's in them. That's good to know. So, top left, the D is forced. The D has to be there. Like that. I'm thinking cider, but there's no R. So what is it? Cadet. Has to be. Okay. Good, it was. There's no... Oh, there is an A. I was going to say there's no A bottom left, so I was confused. But there is an A, so it's probably something like bread. Is there anything other than bread? Dread. With a D. Let's look at the top right, because there are 2 options for the bottom left. I don't think it'll help the top right very much. R something something E, huh? R-O or R-I? Can I do anything to... Can I use a B in any way? Maybe... Robin is with an... Robin is not with an E. Robin is with an I. I think the word might be ripen, though. Let's give that a shot. It is ripen. Okay. So I guess I just have to do bread or dread. So let's do the one that doesn't repeat a letter. Oh, it was bread. Okay. Wow, I did very well on that one. Nice. In fact, 3, 4, 5. I literally put in recur screw and then I just got all 4 words. I can't do any better than that unless I change how I start. Very nice. Good job, me. Pat on the back. Okay. Let's do the Xordle. So here we're guessing 2 words at the same time. They don't share any letters with each other, but either of them could repeat a letter within themselves. We're playing in hard mode, so there's normally a word revealed here, but instead it'll reveal 1 letter at a time. Sometimes in the daily, not always, it is thematic to the starting word. So the 2 words plus the starting word sometimes form some kind of theme. So that's this game. We are going to start with bread, because that's the last thing I entered. So here we know there's also not a P. I don't like reusing greens this early in Xordle, but I do like placing the yellows. So why don't we do mouse? Okay, so that's very nice. Now that doesn't mean that the word is R-U-S-E. It could be that the R and the U are from one word and the S and the E are from the other word, or any other combination there. And again, I'm not going to reuse the greens yet, but we know there's an I-O that are not placed yet. They're both not second. So what do we want to do with that? I'm thinking of guessing the word flown, which tests the O in the middle and gets a bunch of new letters. So let's do that. Okay, so one word has an R second, one word has an L second. We have not found where the O goes. There's going to be some letter before the R and some letter before the L. We should figure out what those are. I'm thinking the word truce. One of the words might be truce. Is the top word pizza, though? Like, what else would it be? The top word's pizza. So what's related to pizza? Truce is not. I'm not sure. I'd like to try a word with C here. Is there a word that ends in TCH? Yeah, there must be. In fact, I can... Oh, there's no reason to put an I there, though, or an O. But I was saying I could do a TCH word, and that would test C there and give me the T and the H. I was thinking about T for TR. What would I do? I could do catch. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I could also just guess truce and hope for the best, but I don't think it's pizza related. Where's the O go? Probably there. I'm like running out of things to do with that. We know it's going to be an R and an L second. So if we think it's true, so it would be L and then maybe like I-O. We need all new letters for the rest. Or repeats. There's not much to go before this L. Especially if we use the C. It would probably be a G. In which case I don't like the I-O. In fact, it really does feel like I need a vowel after that L. It's got to be an I there. So it's either R-I or L-I, probably. But if we think it's truce, then it would be L-I. We'd still have to use an O. We could end in O, I suppose. I don't like it, though. All right. Honestly, catch might have been the best filler so far that I thought of. So I either guess catch or I guess truce. Catch gets me the H. Otherwise, they're basically the same. So I may as well just go for truce. Okay. So we learned something interesting. We learned that the T is probably fourth. Is glute a word? Or not brute. What does it have to do with pizza? So is it CL then? CLI? We could end in T. But I don't know if that helps. Maybe catch would have been better. CLI or CLU. I suppose it could be CRU or CRI. I needed to use an O somehow, but... Is there a word that's like loot? Coming back to glute. Let's do glute and see what happens. The T is not there. Well, it's certainly not after the R or L, so the T's at the end. Is there like a riot word? Oh my gosh. Why is this so hard? The C, one of the words starts with C. I'm almost positive about that, especially since T's at the end, so C can't be at the end. Not that I'd really want it at the end anyway. But CL and CR both work. So it's going to be CL or CR, and then it's going to be U or I, I'm pretty sure. And one of these words ends in T, but I think the CL probably ends in the E. Like something like crime would make sense, but there's no M. And what does this have to do with pizza? I mean, O could be at the start for the other word. But I don't know if that helps. Clive? I don't know. CRU something E? Crude. Doesn't work. All right, well, let's think about the word that ends in T. What goes with that? Obviously, the second letter is R or L. Is there an IoT word? Riot or liot? I have no clue. Completely lost. I can do one filler. Test C first. What if I did choir? No, that's no good. I want IO. I want IoT. Anything ending in IoT would be fine. Might as well try cryet or cliet. I mean, there aren't words, but I don't know. One of these words has an S fourth. Can't forget that. So, cruise? It's not how you spell cruise. Clues? I mean, clues is obviously spelled that way. Cries? Doesn't make sense. So it's probably like IST then. That would mean the O would go with the U somehow. But if it was IST... Christ. I mean, it could be SE. Be ISE. I don't see it. RUSE. LUSE. LUST. Come on, one of these. What's the S doing? What if I guess something like slush? Is that at all helpful? Probably not. Can it even be the answer? No. If I think no, T is forced at the end, I think. I mean, what are the chances where something like ORT or something like that? Or IRT? Or what? No. If I do a test word, I'd like to test T at the end, C at the start. So why don't we just do that? CH, is there like a C IT or something? Or CI there in T? Nope. Don't see anything. Unless something like chilt is a word. It's not. Chest. I mean, I could do chest, but it doesn't tell me where the I goes. Well, if the I is in the middle, then the T is definitely not. So really, I just want the C there and the I there. So I could do chick or something, which is not all that helpful. The H and K are new. All right, I'm going to do chick. The C and I are exactly where I thought they were. That means the T is exactly where I thought it was. No idea where the O goes. I'm starting to think the O must be... I was going to say it must be first, but we could do IoT. I'm certainly not doing IOE, but we could do IoT. If we did IoT, then we'd also have USE. But I've looked at IoT before. So what if we did O, R, or can I figure out what uses maybe USE? Oruse, Oluse. Could be UST. Crust. Oh, pizza crust. Oh my gosh. Okay, crust. And then what's the last word? We have the L. We have the I. Something, and then E. And then there's an O somewhere. Olive. Oh, that's a scary picture. Pizza olive crust. And there's a face on it. Here, can we see that? There we go. Yikes. Okay. Wow. And the background's like this pizza background now. Wow. Okay, well that took a while. I don't know why that took me so long to get crust and olive, but that was tough for me. All right, let's do Fibble. Didn't think of pizza crust somehow. All right, minus. Huh. I want to change one letter, if possible. The other option is to do minim here, because the repeated letters do often catch lies as well, but it's a bit of a gamble compared to just changing one letter. Huh, I don't know of a word though. I'm gonna do minim and see what happens. Oof. Okay. Well, at least the N is lying. One of those N's is lying. One of these M's is lying. So we actually do have an X-wing. So we know the I is true. We know there's not a second I. We know the U is true. We know there's no U or S and there's not a second M. Okay, that's what we know. Is there a word that's M-I and then has an N somewhere else? That seems tough. I don't immediately think of anything. So it's more likely that we just have the I second. There's no M or N at all. Because I can't think of any word like this. Maybe there is one. But for now, let's assume there's no M or N. And let's just do I second. Something like diver. Whoa. Okay. What's the lie? I'm leaning towards the D. Because we could do something like R-I and then end in E. Or I-R ending in E, or anything like that. Even R end in R-E. For some reason I like I-R-I ending in E though. What would it be? Maybe not. Maybe not. Yikes. What would do that? I can't think of anything. The only thing I can think of is dirge, and that actually doesn't have a lie in diver. So, okay, we know that's accurate. We also know there's a lie between one of these two. So, does that help? Not really. Let's say the E was lying. Then we'd be D-I-R-E. That's not a word, though. Dired is a word. I could do tired. I know that's not... I'm curious what tired gives us. Another green D. Well, these R's disagree. So there must be a D in the word, because we can't have both of these D's lying, because otherwise we'd have a conflict between R's. So we know this yellow E is accurate as well. We've known this I is accurate. So I tend to believe this. Okay, if this R was lying, to make this true, then this D would be true. This D could be lying. It'd be yellow instead. So it would be DI, and then there'd be an E at the end, maybe? That's only one option. I think I need to figure out what's going on here. So we know that's true. We know the E's are true. Okay. Because one of these D's is lying. Oh, actually, there's an X-wing between the D's and the R's. So the V and T are definitely also... Hold on, the D's... No, okay, sorry, no. There's not necessarily a lie between the D's. Unless we can prove that we don't start and end with D. If we started and end with D, then we'd have to do this. That's not a word. Okay, so there is a lie between those two D's. We can call that an X-wing. It makes me want to just make both of... I can't make both of these D's lying, so there is a D in the word. Yeah, we can't have both of these D's lying, because if we did, then these R's would conflict. So one of the D's is lying and one of the R's is lying. How do we rectify this? What if it was I, E, something, D? Does that even make sense? Field? Whoa. Well, that's the lie. We know that. So D is supposed to be yellow here, so that's the lie. So there's no R, so that's the lie. So it does start with D. So that was extremely helpful. I do think field was probably possible, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So we're DI. There's an E at the end. There's no R. That's all we know. By the way, we know that's a lie. Which means that's the lie. Okay. So what is this word that starts with DI and ends with E? I couldn't think of something last time I looked, but I didn't give it that much thought. I can't use another E because it's yellow in both of those spots. I don't even know if using another E would help, but it's good to point that out. Oh, is it just Dixie? No, it's not. Okay. So we know that these are accurate. I think the X is the lie. So if the X was not the lie, then we would have something XE. So yeah, the X is the lie. There's not a second I. I have A's and O's available. Does that help? I mean, the X could be green there, but doesn't seem to help. What is this word? DIA. E. I don't see a word like that. Is it diode? It is diode. Wow, double D. Yikes. Okay, that would have really confused me if I had guessed a D fourth. Whew, good thing I didn't. Okay, yeah, 2 Ds and then only vowels. That is tough. That's a tough word for Fibble. Okay, it's a tough word for Wordle too, actually. Fibble's harder though. Let's do Polygonle. This is interesting. I gotta look at ing, right? But I also need to look at other things. So this is G and this is N. Let's turn on Hexpert. There we go. Gnawing. Well, there goes ing. Let's look at ER. That would start us with RE. Is retro a word? Nope. What about D and then ending in ED? Deboned would be great, but there's no N. Is there anything like that? Detoned? D what? Can't do designed. Dehomed. Okay, how about a rehomer? Darn. Let's go back to DE. D. Feels like there gotta be, I mean, there's a lot of NED words, but I used up the N, so. De-rolled. De-pulled. De-lord. De-poured. How's there nothing? Deterred is a word, but it uses too many E's. Deterred with a U. Decord? How does it determine what a word is? Like, you can decore something to remove its core. Declude, removing the clue. Recluer, someone who reclues something. Okay. Deglued might be a word, but there's no G. Decried? I think that would be an I, but there's no I in the word. Depride. No, all those would be I. Okay, let's look at S. Let's see. Oh, do I have to do a filler? What about ST? Or TS here and ST here. There's got to be something, right? STR. Struts. Come on. I want to do streets or something. Strouts. Wait, Strouts is a word? Okay. So this is S. This is S. This is R. There's a U somewhere. Could it be here? Superfluous? I've heard of superfluous, but superfluous. That's how you say that. If the U's not there, then it's here, which seems reasonable. But it's not STR. Could it be Cerames? Serapes. No. Cerames. I actually like the U here. Okay. But how would we... Surplus. Nice. Okay, that was a Hexpert solve. Very nice. 49 words. Okay, the D-E-E-D words. Debased. I couldn't use an A. That was an issue. Same with debated. Debited, same issue. Debuted. Debutted. DK couldn't do. Decried. Couldn't do. All these have like I's and N's. Diffused. I think I could have done diffused. I could have. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to stop looking at this. Let's do the mini. This is a long video. Very long video. I would like to be done with it soon, at least. How about stout? Oh, so close. Stint. Start. Should have started with start. Okay, that was quick. I bet there's a gazillion of these. 380, no, 158. That's actually pretty small for the mini. Okay, let's do Symble. We'll do Blaze here. Don't be a trap again today, please. Testing L second with Sling. L is not second, so we will test A or E second. Never remember what I follow up with here. It happens a lot, but we'll do Party to test the A second. Okay, well that's quite nice. Clearly it's farty. Warty? Warty. Wow, like having warts? Okay, well party was a very good guess apparently. Let's keep moving. This video is long. Can't do, is tardy a word? Tardy's a word. We can repeat the T. Ooh, that's quite nice. So I want ATY here. And maybe chatty? No. Oh, it clears everything when you do that. The other option is to start with A, which I suppose is possible. Like amity. I got it in 2. I got it in 2. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I got it the earliest possible because you can't get this one in 1. It's impossible. You have to repeat a letter. Wow. Okay, let's do the blind one. This one I can't get in 1 either. Amity. I'm thinking of anemone. It's like the sea anemone. That sounds like amity, right? Anemone. I don't know. Let's pick something else. What was the answer to the polygonal again? I already forget. Surplus. SRPLS. Why not? SRPLS. Can I do like a D or something, or any letter that doesn't repeat? Whatever. Okay, there's an R. Let's test OER. So if I do rover, then I know it's an ER word if the first R is gray. So let's try that. The first R is yellow, which means either there are 2 R's, like this probably, or there is a single R and it is exactly here. I think it's worth at least looking at the possibility that there's 2 R's like that. Or they could be both yellow and it could be RR. So we could do sorry, no, but there's no S. We already tested that twice. But wouldn't it be cool to be ORRY? Dory. Gory. I think sorry is the only word. Oh, worry does that. Let's do it. Okay, there's 1 R. And it goes second. Or third, I mean. Okay. Well, that's the boring version of what that could have been. Okay. Not allowed to use some of these letters, the ones in red there, below me. Let's see if I can, there, these ones, you can see. I want to do north, but I can't. Porch is no good. I think the answer is north. I have that in my head now. Because I'm not allowed to guess it, so I'm just gonna be like, the answer is definitely north. Is there an NOR word I can test? Clearly it's north. I could do, I was gonna say mourn, but that would displace the R. Well, if I think I'm not going to get the answer on this one, I may as well do a filler. So what would I want to do? I'd want to test N and H. Can I start with N and end with H in any way? Can I end with CH? I can't use the T. Do like notch or something. How about conch? That should be fine. All right, I'm wrong about it being north, but there is an N. I'm not convinced the N is first. I thought it was going to be north. Is there like an O-R-A-N word or like what? Doran. Morin. Morin is a word. It could be moron. We could try that. It is moron. Okay. Ah, tough word. All right. Well, that's it. 48 minutes on my clock. Hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.